Good. Happy Sunday evening, January 30th, 2022. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Sunday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Sunday evening, so let's get started right now. First up, cleanup underway following blizzard conditions, harsh winds along seacoast. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
That's right, Mike. It was a busy day in Portsmouth today. You know, it wasn't just this city that had to deal with those blizzard conditions. Rochester also had to go through that last night. But today, it was all about trying to figure out just what to do with all this snow. Tall snowbanks line city streets in Rochester after a blizzard dumped nearly a foot of snow.
Thankfully, it's really light.
Melanie Campbell is getting a taste of what it's like to be a homeowner during the winter after buying her first home in June.
I was scared about snow maybe getting too heavy and like losing power, but thankfully it was just really windy. I have a couple of kiddos and they were looking out the window every time that the wind was making the snow go insane, and they really enjoyed it.
It's not just the kids who enjoyed the storm, but the puppies too. 13-week-old Sona donned her jacket to play outside while Dad Eric was left cleaning up.
It was fun. I love a good snow day.
How's the cleanup today?
Yeah, it's no problem. Luckily, I got a great neighbor across the street watching me right now, and he took care of the front of the driveway for me.
It was a similar situation in Portsmouth where Lauren Grady spent her morning digging out.
The snow is actually pretty light, but with the piles at the end of the driveway, I have my work cut out for me.
But it wasn't all work.
I already shoveled, so I'm all done. Now it's time for fun.
A few dozen people showed up for a city snowball fight in Portsmouth's Market Square.
I really like snow, and especially when there's a lot of it, and especially when it's like really soft.
It also is a great chance for the kids to put down their electronic devices and get out and play a little bit like we used to do as kids.
That was a good time this afternoon. I mean, you have to have fun with it, right? After all, it is winter in New Hampshire. Reporting live in Portsmouth tonight, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. Three charged after two crashes on New Hampshire interstates. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Here's a song about a brawny paper towel. When a little Van Gogh draws on your door, or a little bit of glue drops from...
Take a look at this. A DOT employee came across this crash yesterday around 3 a.m. along Interstate 93 North near Exit 23 in New Hampton. According to state police, the driver, a 22-year-old woman from Pelham, had an open container of alcohol inside the car. She's been charged with aggravated DUI and is set to appear in court next month. And about an hour later, state police responded to another crash on the ramp of 89 South to 93 North. Just take a look at this. They say a vehicle traveling at high speeds struck a guardrail before launching over a fence and landing on a walking trail below. The two people inside had fled the scene, but were quickly located by Bow police officers. Authorities say both the driver, a 27-year-old man from Vermont, and the passenger, a 31-year-old New Hampshire woman, were intoxicated, and they're now facing charges.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. Woman seriously injured after sledding incident in Londonderry. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Increasing the online presence of your medical practice will help you attract new patients. But
Yeah, Mike Grace, that incident happened on a small sledding hill behind Mac's Apple Farm, just on Mammoth Road here in Londonderry. Now, according to the Londonderry Fire Department, a woman was sledding downhill when she hit a bump and then fell off of her sled. The fire department says her lower body was paralyzed in the incident. A med flight helicopter landed nearby and transported that woman to an area hospital for treatment. Some of the families who were out sledding this afternoon tell us the incident made them think twice.
We're taking it easy, though, making the kids slow down before they go over that big jump.
And despite that accident, there still were dozens of families out there on the hill sledding this afternoon. And no word right now as to that woman's conditions who was injured. But we're going to continue pressing the fire department for more information. We'll bring you the latest tonight at 11. For now, live in Londonderry, Scott Cook, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. At least 9 dead in chaotic traffic collision in Las Vegas. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
What will you design today? A big idea? A new opportunity? An inspired community? With Canva, you can. Start designing for free at canva.com.
There has been a total confirmed of 9 deceased, ages ranging from young juveniles to middle-aged adults. 2 people were transported to UMC in reference to their injuries. 1 person remains in critical condition while the other one has succumbed to their injuries. Dodge Challenger was traveling northbound on Commerce, approaching the intersection at a high rate of speed. Upon that, witnesses stated that the Dodge Challenger did run a red light and struck multiple vehicles, causing a chaotic event.
Our thoughts and our prayers are with the families who are experiencing a tremendous and unnecessary loss. And let's, as a community, remain vigilant and safe.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos.
Okay, and there you go on that video from ABC News. And we're going to switch gears now, and let's go into weather. Weather right now is clear, 13 degrees, feels like 4 degrees. Brr, chilly out there. Expect dry conditions for the next 6 hours. And with the full weather forecast, let's go to meteorologist Jacqueline Thomas. Good evening, Jacqueline.
I will do anything I can to be the voice of people that don't understand you got to get vaccinated.
Thanks for watching. I'm meteorologist Jacqueline Thomas, of course, heading through Sunday. It was much quieter than Saturday, but still very cold, even though we did get into some sunshine with that clearer sky. As we head into the start of the week for Monday, we are going to see a good amount of sunshine, but it's going to be a cold overnight period as we head into the start of the week. Low temperatures overnight for many spots across the state are actually going to be dipping back below 0, near or slightly above 0 as you head southeast towards the seacoast, but you get down into some of those negative temperatures from Jaffrey and Keene up to Lebanon, through Plymouth, and certainly through Coos County. Monday itself is going to feature plenty of sunshine, so it'll be a nice bright start to the week, a quiet start too. The winds calm down as we head into Monday, so that'll help provide some relief from the wind chills that we've been dealing with. And high temperatures Monday also get back into the 20s, some upper 20s through central and southern parts of the state. A few places could touch 30 degrees. And then we actually get into a bit of a warming trend as we head towards the middle of the week. By Wednesday, and I think even more so by Thursday, we actually tap into some milder air, and that could allow for a boost in temperatures up into the 40s in some spots. But that milder air is ahead of a front in the system that is eventually going to bring a chill back to us, and it's going to bring our next chance for some precipitation. At this point, still quite a few days away, but we're looking at the chance for a mix. We could see some rain. Temperatures are going to be mild, and also a mix to snow as this comes through, and then we see that colder air moving back in. We could end up with some lingering snow behind this as you head out, especially early on Friday. But that'll be something that we keep an eye on as we head through this week and can better fine-tune that timing and what that could look like. So in the 7-day forecast, a pretty quiet start to the week. So some sunshine these next couple of days ahead of a little warm-up ahead.
Okay, and there you go on that weather forecast from meteorologist Jacqueline Thomas. Thank you for that weather forecast, Jacqueline. And we're going to switch gears now, and let's go into sports. And here is sports from WMUR News 9, Jonathan Marshall. Good evening, Jonathan.
Marshall and News 9 Sports.
2 spots up for grabs for Super Bowl 56. The Cincinnati Bengals will take the AFC spot. They have won 27-24. Evan McPherson for the second straight week kicking the game-winning field goal. So the Cincinnati Bengals are headed to Super Bowl 56. The NFC champion still has to be determined. It's coming up at 6:30. It's an all-Cali matchup between the San Fran 49ers and LA Rams. The news cycle in the NFL does not stop. The latest news coming today, and it means the Pats are in the market for a new offensive coordinator. ESPN is reporting that the Las Vegas Raiders are going to hire Pats offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels as head coach. Ironically enough, McDaniels' first head coaching opportunity was in the AFC West with the Denver Broncos back in 2009 and 2010. The Raiders took more from the Pats by hiring Director of Player Personnel Dave Ziegler as general manager, so some big changes in Foxborough. The Bruins are an even 1-1 on their 3-game road trip. They finish it out in Dallas tonight at 7. Here's Bruce Cassidy on where the team is.
We want to stay in attack mode without being high risk. And I thought we did that against Arizona well. Like the first 15 minutes of that period or whatever it was, till it got late, we generated some good looks. I mean, Holla had a few. I know Marshy went to the net hard. There were some opportunities passed out at 2-on-1. So we were playing the right way to extend the lead. And I didn't think we gave up a lot until, the goalie came out.
Jaylen Brown caught some ankles last night in NOLA. Got to give it another look. He dropped Najee Marshall to the floor. It looked like Brown was a little surprised himself. He finished it with a nice dish to Rob Williams, and Brown has shown that he can have a big night, and he did it last night with the Pelicans with 31 points, but he wasn't even the highest scorer. That was Jason Tatum, who dropped 38 in the 107-97 win. The Celtics will host the best team in the East Monday in the Miami Heat. The Celtics have won 3 of their last 4. Tatum says they're much better when playing with pace.
I think offensively we were just a different team compared to last night. And I think it showed, we had more assists. And the ball was just popping. And, half of it you got to make shots. So sometimes it's not going to be perfect. You can make the right play and we just kind of miss something.
UNH women's hockey visiting Vermont. The Wildcats jumped out with the lead in the first period. It's Tamara Thyris, 1-0 UNH. It's tied at 1 in the second. Vermont takes the lead off the goal from Louis Humphrey, 2-1 game. It's tied again. The goal from Maddie Truax makes it 2-2 in the third, but the Catamounts take the lead for good. That's Teresa Schafflaw. Vermont takes it 4-2. UNH will host Boston College on Friday, but the Bengals.
How about the Bengals?
Who would have thought?
What a story in the NFL, amazing. Really. I mean, just awesome. All right, Super Bowl bound. Thank you, Jonathan.
Okay, and there you go. That was sports from Jonathan Marshall. And that does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great rest of your evening and see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. Have a great night. Good night and goodbye, everyone.